interesting, finish. Great 8 innings by Cash.
Right.
And then I want to start with Quackenbush a little bit about
Okay.
how he got through that inning.
Right.
A lot of pressure, and you look for that. And here's a guy that finally
Yeah.
he got through.
Well, no, he's been tested, obviously, through the course of this season in a number of different ways, and today, was probably one of his toughest tests. There was a real tough test up in Los Angeles. I think his first save, going through that Dodger lineup, and then today, in a highly spirited crowd, momentum to the Giants after the Pence home run, panic base hit, and here he comes into the game, having to face Posey, Sandoval, Belt, Blanco, Crawford. That's those are their those are the varsity players, for the Giants. Those are their guys. And he responded, and they stressed him, with the Sandoval hit, the Blanco hit, but in and around there he got the strikeout, he got and 2 fly balls, so he got it done. That was a great test for him, it really was. And again, like I've talked about, he has the heartbeat for it. I think he has the pitches to pitch late in the game. He doesn't scare off. I think he's a clear thinker. We've come to realize that this season. So, there's a lot of good things on the positive side with Quack.
Was there any discussion with Cashner? Did you talk to him in the dugout before sending him out again for the 9th at 100 pitches?
Yeah. He was. He had a 2-hit shutout with 100 pitches, and I thought he was throwing the ball extremely well all night. Hadn't really been stressed. I thought the level of intensity that he was throwing was high, even late in the game. He was extremely motivated to go back out. He felt good physically. I felt good about it too. In my mind, I had a limit of how far he was going to go as far as pitches and just how the inning played out. But there's guys on the other side who are competing too, especially that all-star who led off the inning, who's a really good player, who plays every single day and almost every single inning. And he got a breaking ball up and hit it out of the park. And then, the young second baseman got a ball up and got a base hit. So, and Cash will tell you when you guys talked to him, he said he made a couple mistakes in the 9th that were up out over the plate, and the Giants squared him up.
How about his bat and his legs?
Right.
Cash had more than double the total bases of the Giants going into the 9th inning.
Well, I told Darren that, if Cash were ever in the American League, he'd go crazy. He's a National League pitcher, put it that way. I know that, we've joked about that a little bit about, how he enjoys the pinch running and, being involved, on the days that he's not starting.
Yeah.
So, again, he takes pride in his offense. He takes pride in his ability to be a complete player, run the bases and hitting. And, there's some things we can do with him, offensively. And, he showed tonight that he worked the walk. He got to third base. Then the triple. Again, then the bunt. He's a very athletic player. And it's not uncommon on some clubs to have maybe your best athlete as a pitcher. That happens. It happens.
Do you remember that kid Micah Owens?
Yes.
For the Diamondbacks?
And used to play for the Padres.
Right. But they used him as a designated hitter in the National League Park. He was such a good hitter.
Yeah.
Is that the type of thing?
Well, I don't know whether Cash is that good a hitter, but again, he's we've used him to pinch run. He when we ran out of players in Colorado in a sort of a funky game, he hit a bullet to center field. So, but again, he's an athlete, and he prides himself in playing and playing a complete game. He likes playing.
I take it he didn't have the bunt side.
No, I think he.
Yeah,
Again, it's but again, he bunted, and Sandoval was back. It was a good bunt, and he beat it out. And then, here comes Solarte, who's been one of our better offensive performers in the second half with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And if Solarte gets a base hit there, it's 5-0.
Right.
So.
Well, then you had was it the third or the fifth? You had the second, third, or the bases loaded.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we had a couple
strikeout.
opportunities to, to add on early in the game. We just couldn't quite get there. Petit, you look at what he's done. He doesn't. He doesn't overwhelm the radar gun, but man, this guy can pitch. And some of these stats that that I've read, and they throw up on the scoreboard about consecutive hitters retired, and I think he had a no-hitter at some point this year going into the like in a perfect game. I mean, this guy's real, man. This guy's a real pitcher.
How's Almonte exactly?
I'm going to go check on that right now. Again, same ankle, same. It's a sprain, but I think it's in a different spot. We talked about the front of the ankle, the high ankle sprain that occurred in Colorado. This one might be the more traditional. You go up for a rebound, come down on the guy's foot, and you sprain the side. But I think this is more like that. So I don't know. This is a tough one.
How did he do it?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know whether he did it coming out of the box. He doesn't know whether he did it on the previous pitch. He didn't know whether he did it when he was running. Probably a better question for Abraham.